It's so true. This is the 21st century, and literally, like, you can record on your phone and devices and the likes. Like, this is literally being recorded on a smartphone. I think the only drawback of recording podcasts via smartphone, the quality is HD. It's pretty competitive, as far as if your content is correct. But at the same token, it is so true that it's not going to be a comparison with a camera of high value, or even a camera crew or the likes, right? But I think sometimes it's the sentiments that are the most reign the most true, reign the most potent and reign the most imperative, right? So let's try to get the sentiments right. Let's try to get the sentiments super good, super powerful and the likes. But at the same token, what it amounts to is just that. I'm gonna hit you with a quotation I usually suggest all the time, and it's just that. This is the type of world that will give you 6 fucking put downs. And then, but hesitate to compliment the shit you're great at. That's a terrible disgrace at times, because think about it. You were once a young boy, a young girl and the likes. You were once in elementary school and the likes. You may be a third grader. A third grader? How old is a third grader? I'm not even sure, man. I'm really bad at that type of thing. I don't know. I don't know how old I was in third grade. I don't know how old I was, but it's so true. Like, as a third grader, the teachers used to suggest, because kids can be pretty blatant, pretty transparent and the likes, and which is a quality trait, at times. But sometimes it takes a bit of talent to totally be a little bit opaque at times. As far as degrading someone for the point of degrading someone is not like really that beneficial. It's just like it's not that good of a thing. You know what I mean? At the same token. It's like the adage suggests: if you're not gonna say something nice, don't say anything at all. You know what I mean? So I think that's so true, so true. But like they did in elementary school, literally when they you gave a put down, the teacher said, "We'll give them 2 put ups." This is simple math, but life doesn't change. I'm 27 now, but at the same token, I'm in. Sometimes, especially when I'm in a good mood, man. Up here, I've heard another. I always give credit to where I hear stuff. I heard another artist suggest, literally up here, it stays the same. You're still that third grader, having fun. But maybe a little bit more responsibilities and the likes. But doesn't mean you can't have a lot of fun and the likes. You know what I mean? And do your damn thing. But you also don't have to degrade everybody around you for the mere sake of degrading people. If it's not absolutely necessary, I think it's advisable that you abstain. You know what I mean? So at the same token, what I want to talk about today was what do I want to talk about? We can talk about anything you want to. It'd be cool if I was seeing comments at this point and I could totally tell you what we're talking about. But at the same token, I think it's so true that life is what you make it, man. Life is a journey, man. Life is a journey, and sometimes it's that struggle, that struggle to read that book, or that struggle to learn that language, or that struggle to learn technology, or that struggle to be a creative, or that struggle to get that bachelor's degree, or that struggle to get that master's degree, or that struggle to get that PhD, or that struggle to start a business, or to delve into entrepreneurship and the likes. It's just a grand world, and I think life is what you make it, and I think we can make it grand. Why not, right? I think it's so true, so pivotal and the likes, and it's ultimately calls for a celebration to totally realize that life is such a blessing. I've heard it suggested by another author and the likes that it's 400 trillion to 1 that you'd be you and I'd be me. Not literally. It's probably higher, lower percentage even that I'd be me and you'd be you, but just you being you, and not related. Me being me is 400 trillion to 1. I've heard statistics that high. That's pretty good odds. We were the strongest specimen of the batch. And the likes. So that goes to show what we are, and that is great, if we so choose to be, and if we so maximize our intellects, our bodies, and our spirits and the likes. Sometimes life can break your spirit at times, and that's one of the worst tragedies there is, when you lose that motivation. you never want to lose that motivation. That's one of the most critical components, is just that. Like when life breaks your motivation, it's just like it might be too late for you. You can recover, but it's just going to be an uphill battle. At the same token, you got to stay optimistic. You got to realize that life is what you make it, and that you can do anything you put your mind to. Have you heard that adage? Like, the axiom is so true. You can do anything you put your mind to. So I want to like clarify and just like rectify and just emphasize that literally it's so true that you can do anything you put your mind to. And I want to like pinpoint that sentiment, because it's so critical. Most people don't believe in themselves, and the likes. And life will do that to you, because life is telling a fish, like, this is an Einstein quote. I'm not sure what the quote was. I can't remember at this point, but literally society will make a fish feel stupid because it can't climb a tree, but a fish is a genius at swimming. You know what I mean? Isn't it? All fish are genius at swimming, right? I mean, I think for the most part, I can't speak absolutely, but at the same token, the average fish is pretty fucking good at swimming, man. Like, better than me, so that's their native talent, right? Native gift. So, maybe you're meant for bigger things and the likes, and sometimes, maybe you're meant for the gift of middle management. Maybe you're meant for bigger things than middle management, and the likes. But you got to realize that we're all designed differently in the likes. As far as you got to aim big, and I think there's nothing wrong with that, man. I've heard it expressed. I read a book. It was called. I'm gonna give you the exact details. I don't usually be too detailed. I'm pretty vague at times about sentiments and the likes. But I read a book. It was by what's his name? This is catching me on the moment. I like under the spotlight and like under the lights and everything. It's just like it's hard to think. It's hard to think. You know what I mean. But I kid. Hold on. Let me look this up. This is killing me, man. I don't have my phone on me. Man. Well, anyways, I read a book and it suggested that you got to have really, really large goals. Like, why go like mediocre? Like, it's like the adage, if you're gonna go hard, like, go hard. If you're gonna go home, then motherfucker go home, man. This is a fucking game, Like, you gotta go hard in the paint. I think it's so critical, and sometimes audacity can make up for mistakes from audacity. Obviously, as a 27-year-old, you don't have all the experience in the world. As a 13-year-old, you don't have all the as a 13-year-old especially, you don't have all the experiences in the world. But nonetheless, like, if you just put your all into it, shit, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna change, and you're gonna get those experiences. And you might make a couple mistakes, but as long as they're not too big, you're a major success. So one of the greatest ever. As far as if you could be 13 and literally are following podcasts like this and following other authors and the likes, and reading books on subject matter as far as finance and business operations and entrepreneurship, and just like motivational speeches and just shit to get your engine revved, like make you feel so powerful. What I aim to do is make people feel so powerful that they can just run through a fucking wall, like that's the type of motivation you need in life to be a major success. And sometimes, like, it's a little bit abstract, a little bit strange to have massive success. But at the same token, like, even success on small levels is to be respected, and the likes. I think it's all so cool, man. And if you're having fun, like fuck anybody that says that like you having fun, doing what you love, even if it's only 15% of your time or the likes, or 15% of your energy and the likes, because you got responsibilities and the likes. It's so true that's to be respected. That's to be admired, honestly. Most people just like, it's either like this. Let me frame it like this in the position that literally, are you going to more so admire the person that doesn't do shit, doesn't even attempt to try to do shit? Like, maybe they're not. And I admire the person that's maybe not even that good, that literally tries to be their best. I think that's so cool, and that's what I'm here to encourage, is for you to be your best. Just as a positive, motivational, intellectual, speaking good things, and good things, speak good things will happen. It's so true. So I think this was profound. This has been about 9 minutes in the likes. I don't really feel like talking too much longer. I've just been rambling. I didn't have anything written down or anything. I just, totally. And I totally remember that guy's name. Oh my gosh, I've been going through it lately. I'm not even gonna say it because that'd be a slight at this point, but sometimes things space your mind, and it's just like, oh my gosh, what is it? What is it? What is it? I hate when that happens, don't you? Like, that's terrible, terrible disgrace. I hate when that happens. But anyways, I've been a mess lately. As you can see in the background, I got a microphone, a protein shaker bottle, and a TV or a computer monitor or some shit. I don't know what this shit is, man. So I'm trying to fucking be better. But there is a method to the madness. And sometimes, a craft, like a talent at everything is not really much a talent at anything. Sometimes you do want to specialize a bit, maybe know a lot about a lot of things. At the same token, we know that we know not that much in the grander scheme of things, because there's people that study basket weaving to PhD levels. There's people that study, so like, you gotta just find what you're passionate about, and find out what you like and just do that, find out what you like. Find out, this is my quote. This is my quotation. Find out what you do, like the same shit you'd be doing for free is the same shit you need to be doing. Whether that's part-time, full-time, or whatever, but if you can get paid to do that, that's a small smidgen of the population. I once read an article that literally suggests that a small portion of the population is getting paid for their passions. You know what I mean? Oftentimes people don't enjoy their jobs and likes, and they wouldn't be there if it weren't for the paycheck. So that's not something that, necessarily is disgraceful. That's still admirable. Putting in hard work, regardless of the situation, is to be admired and the likes. But at the same token, like, if you can yourself, or you can encourage the next generation to be something greater than even you, then that's something that's so powerful that it's incredible. That's one of the greatest legacies a person can leave, is just that, helping people take things to the next level. And you got to realize that even though you help so many people and tell them the truth and tell them sentiments that are worth more than gold, there's more than gold in books. These are bricks of gold. Every time you read a book, it's like a brick of gold, if it's a good book. You know what I mean? So, and I'm speaking on the non-fiction type of book, but this books and shit is worth more than gold. More than gold, baby. So it's just an incredible time. And I'm sorry for not being so lively in the likes, but I'm just really not very focused right now. But I'm getting ready to focus up and totally get to it. And I just want to say hello and just give a shout out in the likes, and just let you know I'm still breathing, and that's a blessing, right? Yeah, I went for a run and it made me breathe so deep, and I totally was like, damn, I really am still alive, So it's a crazy battle, crazy feat, in a crazy world. But nonetheless, we're still getting better. We're getting better still, so we'll get better still. And this was recorded on a smartphone, and I just got a new phone, so I can't wait for it until it comes. It's a better camera and the likes, so even more possibilities. Oh my gosh. Even more possibilities. This is bonkers. And I don't mean to be so silly, but it's so true that it's ultimately very crazy to be alive right now. So at the same time, we'll talk very soon. Again, let's keep working hard. Let's keep striving for more. And at the same token, let's live richer, fuller, more prosperous, and more fulfilling lives. And at the same token, that comes through hard work. It comes through intellect. It comes through discipline. It comes through time management. It comes through rapport, networking. And of course, being the sharpest motherfuckers in the shed, and that's to be admired at times, right? I think most of society admires both affluence and also people that know their shit, At least, like, I can't speak for everybody, because sometimes I speak for myself as a generality for what the masses do, but sometimes people don't admire what I admire, and I admire people that just know their shit and people that are hustlers, and it's just like, to each his own, right? To each his own, and sometimes, I'm not very conventional in the likes, so maybe that's to my detriment, maybe it's to my detriment I'm not very conventional, but, it also could be very, very mediocre, and that's not my style. That's not my style at all, so I guess we'll talk soon. I appreciate you checking in, tuning in. Oh my gosh, this is on, I'm not sure where this is going to be on the web, but of course you'll find it, because you always do. Okay, peace.